troubles are mounting for notorious IAS probation officer Puja Khedkar, who allegedly forged certificates to get UPSC posting. Manoj Dwivedi, additional secretary in the Department of Personnel and Training, has started the investigation against her, which will be completed in 2 weeks. Government sources tell CNN News 18 that prima facie, it seems Pooja could face severest action leading up to termination. Criminal action could also follow if forgery of certificates is proved. Khedkar had courted controversy over using a siren on her private Audi car and raising demands for a separate office and car, privileges not available to junior officers. But the 2023 batch IAS officer now faces far more serious charges that raise questions about her selection process itself. So let me just break down the scrutiny on Puja Khedkar on multiple counts. What are the various probes that have been started against her? So as I mentioned, additional secretary in the DOPT department is doing this probe on the certificates itself, and that report is due in 2 weeks. The state OBC welfare minister has said that they will also scrutinize the non-creamy layer claim. The state government will submit a report to the IAS Academy over these certificates that have been used by Pooja. The lens is also on pending challans worth 26,000 rupees on her Audi car. A notice has also been issued against the red beacon and government sign on another private vehicle that she used. Probes against her father are also ongoing. Pune collector has initiated legal action for misuse of power. Remember, her father is facing the accusation of using his influence as a former IAS officer to get the facilities that his daughter was asking for. And it has also come to light that he faces another case under section 354 as per his poll affidavit. Meanwhile, another old case has come back to haunt this officer. Navi Mumbai police has now alleged that Pooja tried to pressurize them in another case earlier this year. Khedkar allegedly tried to pressurize Panvel DCP in a case in May. She used her IAS officer heft during a call with DCP Pansare. Cops claim she wanted release of a man arrested in a theft case, and it is believed or it is alleged that this person was a relative of Puja Khedkar, which is why she was intervening. But the police didn't heed her request or threat in other ways, and we are told the accused is still in jail. Well, the mother is not to be left behind. A video showing Manorama Khedkar, Puja Khedkar's mother, allegedly threatening farmers with a pistol in an attempt to grab their land has come to light. The incident took place in Mulshi Tehsil of Pune. According to reports, Pooja's father, Dilip, a former government officer, has amassed properties worth crores of rupees during his tenure, including 25 acres of land in this Mulshi Tehsil. But Khedkar family allegedly sought to extend their holdings by forcibly taking land from neighboring farmers. When the farmers resisted, Manorama, the mother, accompanied by bouncers as you can see, reportedly confronted them with a pistol in her hand. This incident occurred 2 months ago, but local farmers claim their attempts to file a complaint at the local police station were thwarted because of the influence possibly. Now, with spotlight on Pooja and family, not only are their own past deeds coming to light, others associated with them in the past are also facing some heat. One such individual is noted writer and lawyer Sai Deepak, whose name has become entangled with Pooja's due to an old case. I speak to Sai Deepak to understand what this association is all about. Sai Deepak, thanks a lot for speaking to CNN News 18. Your name cropped up, in fact, in one of the discussions I was holding on Puja Khedkar's case just yesterday, and it has been brought to our notice that you've represented her in one of the cases. First, begin by clarifying what is this case that you appeared for her for?
So first of all, I did not represent her, because when you say that someone represented the person, it means that I was the counsel on record for the petitioner. I was not the counsel on record for the petitioner, which means I was not the power of attorney holder or the wakalatnama holder. I appeared as the arguing counsel for this person. And secondly, the mischief that is being played on social media, I just noticed that people are simply reproducing the case title along with my name, but they have not shared the order which is actually available on Indian Qanun very, very clearly. In fact, people can go and check. This is an order dated, I'm so sorry, 17th of December 2020. Okay. From what I understand, Ms. Khedkar is a product of the 2022 batch of the civil services. This petition and the judgment relates to 2020. And what this petition is about, what this order is about, is captured within the content of the order itself. So her case was basically this, that she comes from the disabled quota, and there was a specific certificate that was annexed along with that particular petition, which was issued by the government of Maharashtra. I'll give you the specific name of the authority as well. Certificate of Disability issued by the government of Maharashtra, District Hospital, Ahmednagar. This was the specific document issued. Now, let me come to 2 points. One, what was the petition about? And did I have any reason to look at the disability certificate and go behind it? One, she had claimed that she had cleared the prelims in the previous 3 attempts. And in 2020, apparently she hadn't cleared it. Therefore, she wanted records of her OMR sheet.
Okay.
And she had made a representation to that particular effect to the UPSC, but to no avail. Therefore, the writ petition was moved to seek the records of her answer sheet so that she could compare it with the key.
Okay.
I was engaged as the arguing counsel to represent her in the matter before the division bench. Second, when a candidate comes with a disability certificate issued by a government authority, surely you don't expect either the counsel on record or the arguing counsel to go behind the document unless the document itself is the subject of controversy. What is curious is that the UPSC itself has accepted the document at the preliminary stage. The questions with respect to a certificate have actually arisen much later. Now, let me give you a simple example. Assume for a moment that a candidate from the SC/ST community comes and says, "Sir, I'd like you to argue for me. Argue for me in a petition where some opportunity of mine has been deprived, and I come from this particular community," and he brings a certificate to that particular effect. Am I, as a lawyer, expected to go behind the SC/ST certificate that's been issued by the government and find out whether or not the person truly belongs to that particular community or not? That's not something that I'm expected to do. And when a document issued by a government authority comes to your knowledge or to your possession, and therefore you're expected to present it, the lawyer's mandate is, this seems to have been issued by a legitimate authority. And if it does not appear forged or fabricated or manufactured, I have no reasons to doubt it. Now, on the controversy that's going on, frankly speaking, I am no way related to the proceedings which may have arisen as a consequence of a disability certificate or as a consequence of an OBC certificate, because that's not the subject of the petition in which I was engaged.
Okay, can I just ask you a supplementary question though? What we found out is that she actually cleared IRS in 2019 prior to this case that you're referring to. She cleared the civil exam in 2021. After that, she was asked to prove disability in AIMS, etc., and she failed to present herself on many occasions. So I just want to ask you very categorically, is there anything that you can tell us of her disability certificate you saw while you were arguing for her?
See, the document merely says that so-and-so person has 40% impairment as far as her eyesight is concerned. Okay. Beyond that, I'm not aware of what else am I supposed to look for in the document, because that document was not the subject of the litigation. Okay. So what is the exact nature in which that particular document was produced and what was the occasion? When a person says that I come from so-and-so quota or so-and-so background, and under this quota, I appeared for this particular examination, they're expected to file that document along with that particular petition to prove that they indeed come from that particular quota. So therefore, in that context, the disability certificate was filed. Secondly, all these documents are typically evaluated at a much later stage. Okay. So for instance, assume for a moment you're supposed to produce your EWS certificate, and you get an EWS certificate which is seemingly issued by the competent authority. Okay. After maybe a few months or a much later point in time, it comes to the UPSC's knowledge that this person is affluent and this person has no reason to claim this particular quota. Even the UPSC determines this at a much later stage.
Yeah.
Because the physical examination based on the medical records that you have provided happens at a much later stage. So as far as I am concerned, as an arguing counsel, the only thing I have to find out is, when I'm appearing in the matter, if the person claims that she is indeed appearing from the disability quota, does she have a document to say to that particular effect? And
Yeah.
if it's been issued by a government authority, there ends the question. Now, the funny part is people say that I'm some kind of affiliate to some kind of a party. I don't know what to make of all of these things.
Yes, in fact, the allegation that was made that you are close to the BJP, and therefore your link with Puja Khedkar somehow suggests that there's also a BJP link with this person of interest.
Okay, so one, when someone approaches me for a plain and simple representation in court in a non-political matter, I am not going to look into their political antecedents and their ideological leanings, point number one. Point number two, I think it is public knowledge in terms of what my political leanings and proclivities are. I have no reason to beat around the bush or even claim or feign ignorance on that particular aspect, but I have no formal affiliation. In fact, you'd be surprised to know that I think of the last 19 to 20 hours, and it's just come to my knowledge that this has been going on, that there are certain pro-BJP handles on X platform which have been attacking me for having represented a person who apparently is related to somebody from the India Alliance. So you see how this works.
Okay.
The Congress guys basically accused me of having appeared for this particular person, apparently despite my connection to the BJP. And some pro-BJP handles have taken the position that, look at this guy, he's appeared for the other side. So for all practical purposes, I think they should be comfortable slinging mud at each other. I appeared as an arguing counsel in a matter relating to her OMR sheet, and that too in 2020. She cleared in 2022. So as far as I'm concerned, my relationship to the controversy in question is as distant as possible.
Well, in any case, I'm not sure if the link can be drawn to a lawyer or a legal counsel, but I do want to clarify. It has come to our notice that she did go to court saying that she is a person of disability, and as per a Supreme Court judgment, she should be treated on par with SC/STs and be given the same concessions. You did not appear in that case. You appeared in this different case of the OMR sheet only. That's what you're clarifying, right?
100% correct, because that petition appears to have emanated from another order of CAT, wherein she raised this particular issue that she has to be treated, or people with disabilities must be treated at par with SC/ST. That's a different petition altogether. I did not appear in that matter either before the CAT or the division bench or any other forum for that matter. The only matter in which I have appeared for this person was in the order of 12th or 17th of December. I'm so sorry, I'll just give the details. I think it's possible for people to Google it up. This is of 17th of December 2020, writ petition civil 10538 of 2020, Dr. Khedkar Puja Dilip Rao versus UPSC. And this is a very short order issued by, or rather delivered by, a division bench of Justices Siddharth Nadul and Talwant Singh. So if people want to actually verify whether my claims are true, or they stand up and they pass muster on the annals of scrutiny, these are the details.
All right, I'll leave it at that. I do appreciate you joining us. A lot has been made of your association with her. But speaking of the larger case, it's really the disability certificates that are under most scrutiny right now, because she's got benefits or concessions on the basis of that disability certificate.